Patong mo na yung cheese dito, diba? Tapos, i-toast na natin para beautifully mag-melt yung cheese. And then,
wala pa yung burger.
Wala pa rin burger. Habang niluluto mo yung burger, yun yung gagawin ko. And then, bubuhayin natin siya all at the same time.
Paano yung isa pang cheese?
Yung isa pong cheese, ilagay na natin doon.
Papatong mo sa burger?
Hindi. Ito-toast na nga natin. Pareho natin. Lagay na natin yung cheese. Ito-toaster ko na. So, melted na siya. And then, gawin mo na.
Diba? Lagay yung cheese. Isang side lang. Yung isa, burger.
Oh.
Papatong ko na yung cheese. Tapos buuin natin. May isang cheese to. Ito, lalagay yung burger na may cheese sa ibabaw. Para mag-melt yung cheese sigurado. Tapos buuin. Pero pwede ko rin lagay na yung bacon. Tapos buuin. Bago natin lagay yung tomato at saka yung lettuce.
Kung ano na lang tama ang gusto mong gawin.
Para maglasa.
Babe, sagot.
Ano na? When is that?
Ito nga yung tanong. Basahin mo na kasi.
When is the time that you consider yourself that you're already successful in all aspects like financial, career, and
Tagal.
such?
Taubos na yung time. Go! Sagot!
When you're already content with what you have, regardless of how actually successful you are or financially stable you are compared to the people you know.
Yun na yan?
Oh,
So,
no, no.
contentment. Contentment, in short.
Yes, because if you always gauge yourself as being successful or financially stable compared to the richest or most successful people in the world, then you can never and will never be.
Okay, so it's not because I chose specifically that he was older. First and foremost, crush ko na talaga si Chiz ever since 2007 pa. May iba pa akong boyfriend doon and I saw him at La Union Beauty Pageant I was hosting and he was... Grabe yung... When he walked, his presence. Then he spoke. So I got to know him. I told Tita Miriam Defensor, who's I'm very, very close to. She asked me, sino ba dapat wag na ako mag-date ng artista? I should broaden the horizon and you see what's out there. So she gave me a list of guys that I should date. It's funny because, you know, a lot of them called me. Of course, I'm not gonna say who called me, but a lot of them did. They were all also very, very equally nice in fairness. But si Chiz? So then going back to my story, hindi ko siya nakalimutan and I was introduced to him. And in the beginning, parang hindi niya ako bet. He was just being very nonchalant and chill, ganyan. We spoke and spoke. We really got to know each other. And I thought he was just going to be a friend. The first time I met him, or I saw him actually, he was just wearing chanelas shorts in a restaurant. And ako super ayos na ayos. But that was like before we officially met. So then I got to know him and he was more than what I imagined him to be. Because I thought he was, you know, like... Yeah, and he was just the way... How you see him on our adulting videos, that's exactly how he was in real life. So I really like that. And, you know, I've been in showbiz for a really long time and I met a lot of wonderful people, but I also met a lot of... So I just thought that he had this sort of gravitas and like something about him that he was so dignified and so calm, and he was like an encyclopedia. But he was nice, you know, he was smart, he was so romantic eventually. And I just, you know, I always thought that, again, going back to meeting great people in showbiz or kind ones, but I just met somebody greater than all of them. And I felt that I think this time around I should fight for him. Although nung nagkagulo ng lahat, my parents went out on this beautiful press con that they had. My goodness, I broke up with him. Sabi ko, cool down na muna tayo because I'm a curse to everybody that I'm with. Surprisingly, he did something that I wouldn't imagine, especially it was election time and people were telling him, break up night's not good for you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he fought for me. It was the first time anyone did that for me and he wanted me to be in his life no matter what. Kahit mahirap, okay lang. And grabe. Wala na lahat, wag lang ako.